Hey guys, Third Street Reactions back with you. I'm Tom.
Shane.
Malachi.
And we are back with Archer, Season 1, Episode 8. We had this episode on something I'm terrified of, Shane.
Flying?
Well, heights, but blimp specifically. I'd never be caught dead on a blimp, but they have
I'd be scared of swimming.
Yeah, well, they have a mission on a blimp.
Yeah, mission on a blimp, which is pretty ballsy considering, like, oh, this one, there's supposed to be a bomb on this. But you have to go on there, and it's essentially, well, we don't find it, then we're going to die.
Yep.
And it was all a hoax because Mallory just wanted to ride the blimp, but not really. In the irony of the show, someone did call it a bomb. The non-ironical part of it is Mallory calling in the bomb that was fake didn't do anything to provoke the real bomber. Right. Which would have been true irony, I think. No, I thought it was a really funny episode. I always like Lon and Archer being a team. They're both these snappy, witty, sexy people. And Cyril did something I didn't think he could do, and he cheated on Lana. It's also like she's so unrealistically gorgeous and amazing and confident that, you know, I've actually heard that sometimes people who are lower on the totem pole in the relationship, they will cheat because of that. Yeah, it's weird, you know. Anyways, guys, if you want to support this channel, you can check out our merch. Leave a comment down below. And also, if you like what we do, you can check out the next 4 reactions. We do 4-week early access for all of our non-live shows. And we also have full length for all of our shows, including some movies that are currently on our Patreon as well.
Karate Kid.
Karate Kid, yes. Anyways, guys, we're going to jump in now. Shh.
Why the hell is your phone on?
Because I have a social life. Yellow?
Why the hell is your phone on?
Because I have... Why did you call?
Because this is important.
Micromanagitis.
If we
show San Marino the flaws in their palace security, they've agreed to hire us as security consultants.
And I'm sure I don't need to remind you that we haven't gotten one of these jobs since your Uffizi fiasco.
We've been spotted and they're shooting at us. Oh God. Bet she's freaking out right now.
Oh my God! What shade is that? Crack whore red?
Damn it. So I poisoned like 5 innocent security guards.
Would you relax? I'm pretty sure San Marino has universal health care.
So?
So, that's good for them, because there's going to be some neurological damage.
Oh.
I'm gonna ask Lana to marry me.
And you're gonna give her that if she says no?
Hey.
Like a big screw you and your big Lincoln Loggy fingers?
Bad move, on Cyril's part.
Yeah.
Bad move.
Yeah.
And you don't even call me back?
Well, I knew you weren't in any real danger. You know, with Lana there.
Ah!
I want game faces on those heads for our conference call with the prince.
I thought he was a Captain Regent.
Oh, whatever.
All of San Marino could fit.
Holy shit! Did I honk down a bunch of absinthe?
I don't know, Pam.
Because I hallucinated you had an engagement room.
Not another word.
And just what is this?
Look at this dungeon.
Are you cheating on me?
Oh, just trying to get my muffin back.
No, you're not. You got a slugger in the diaphragm with a forearm shiver.
Wow.
And no muffin. See? Time lost is muffin lost.
Ugh.
Come see me.
Wow, I am incredibly sorry.
But that is my decision, Miss Archer.
I don't care if you're Captain...
Crunch. No, wait. Beef heart.
Claudia, we had a deal.
Even on, what is this, 1080p? You look just as supple and sexy as the day I first laid eyes on you.
Where? In a wax museum?
Sterling, that's no way to talk to your mother.
No matter which way I turned, you're butting in that big, fat, strong, aquiline nose of yours.
Wait, what?
You said it was the nose of a Caesar.
Well, perhaps a lessus.
In vino verita.
And the Chianti was definitely flowing, among other things.
Oh.
Well, then you better nut up.
Phrasing.
Because I've swallowed just about as much as I can take from you.
Hey, phrasing.
And we'll see who commence Operation Rub Len Trexler's big fat nose in it.
Yeah, sounds like you already have.
Wait, you want us to bring back?
I'm so sorry I slammed you in the gut. Jeez, that's how Houdini died.
Houdini died of AIDS.
No! Why do you always say that? And I need you to not be your normal, compulsively blabby self.
When have I ever been blabby? Guess who has breast cancer?
Just one of like 24 equally appalling videos on your website.
They're not all
But I spent 2 months' salary.
I know, but you make shit.
Hey, I'm doing pretty well, thank you.
Save the speech for the father you continually disappoint. I'm head of HR, Cyril. I know your take home.
I take home shit.
Well, we all do.
What's my father ever done that's so great? School superintendent?
Wow.
I'm sorry. You were saying?
I was saying, we all make shit. Then you can take her home to meet your dick dad.
And then I shove his hawk face right into her big brown boobs and scream, "Look at these babies, old man! Didn't need a varsity letter to get those, did I? So now who's a disappointment?" Oh, Jesus H. Jones, Pam.
You see. How about now? Anything?
No.
How about now?
No.
How about now?
No.
Anything?
What are you doing back there?
I don't know.
What are you just hitting random keys?
Well, obviously.
Ah, damn it. Wait. Where's the Hobbit guy?
A frickin' hobbit works here?
No, he's just
I gotta live with a roommate in Queens.
That's not why
Thanks,
people in my
Bilbo. Another example of how underpaid the ISIS support staff really is. And I, for one, am fed up.
Yeah, fed full of muffins and denial.
What's your problem, neck bones?
My problem is I remember what Miss Archer did to the cleaning ladies. You sure, Mrs.? Is plenty of space.
No, gracias.
Okay. And so I say no union.
Yes, Confederacy forever.
Don't listen to them.
But if we unite, we can put a stop to it.
Hey,
Really?
you had me at put.
Yes, we need a sound sensor. Duh. Where is
Overall, the strike's shaping up.
How? Nobody knows why we're striking.
Well, we can't say, hey, right upstairs is a top secret intelligence agency.
But it looks like we're picketing the cleaners.
No, it doesn't.
Jesus!
Stop picketing the cleaners!
You were saying?
They're not picketing the cleaners, they're picketing ISIS.
What's their beef?
Oh, the same entitled crap as always. I can't make ends meet. I'm on food stamps. My child died because I couldn't afford new bone marrow. Just me.
Jesus, whose kid died? Oh. Well, screw that.
Yeah, what's with all the bottles? It's like a trailer park Easter.
We deserve a raise, and Lana deserves a real ring, so...
Okay, so let's go up.
Oh my God!
Happy Easter, Cyril.
Oh, baby. What happened to you?
Well, see, I wanted to buy you a...
Cyril? This is not that moment.
And we don't talk to management.
Or ham-fisted whores.
What?
Yeah, no, they're right.
What?
You totally depend on us.
On you? Hey, we're out there risking our lives many of the days.
Thank you, Pam. Now look, Lana.
Baby, Take Charge Cyril is totally doing it for me.
Because if they don't steal me that huge diamond, I will literally die.
A diamond?
Cyril! What? I'm saving Lana, as usual.
Shut up!
How many are there?
About a jillion.
Damn it.
A jillion gay little copycats. Tactical turtleneck, Lana.
Archer,
The tactile neck.
can you please focus?
Not really.
Do we take the drones for granted?
No, Lana. Do not make this about them.
No. That is utterly unacceptable.
It's just a cost of living adjustment.
Meet us halfway and Krieger will let you out of there.
Or else he'll crank up the heat again.
I love that you know how to do that.
And I love that I have an erection that didn't involve homeless people.
And you're cold Krieger shucking your...
Go ahead, crank up the heat. I'm as naked as the day I was born.
Yes.
Nearly 2/3 of a half-gallon of shit.
Now we got her.
Ha! I'll suck it straight off this grimy linoleum before I give it to you, bellyachers. You've got nothing.
And that's the game, Lana. Survival.
Just watch Deliverance again, huh?
I mean, is Burt Reynolds not the man in that?
Never seen Deliverance.
I know! He did his own stunts!
Keep your freaking voice. Ah! God! Sweet Jesus, the goggles!
Can I go on without you?
What? No! Carry me, monster hands!
So you'd rather die in there than give us a cost of living adjustment?
Yes.
Well, I can arrange that.
I love that you know how to do that.
Well, now you're trapped.
We're taking heavy fire and we need a frickin' extraction, you dumbass.
What? Will somebody please do something?
Like what, Cyril? I'm blind.
No, us, here.
Oh.
Krieger, Bilbo, come on, can't you guys do something? No. Oh, wait, I meant yes. An electrical insulator, so thanks Cyril for the tiny brown diamond.
What? Oh, wait, Lana, did we get the diamond?
What? No! But Cyril, why did you have a diamond?
Oh, just my ear stud, from college.
Really?
Called it.
And again,
Remember?
you do realize it'll be totally destroyed in the process.
What
Yes!
the hell are you people waiting for?
A goddamn cost of living adjustment!
What?
No, Krieger, this is not the time for
this.
It is exactly the time. So what's it gonna be, you harpy? You ever want to see your son again?
Not the number you quoted me.
Mother!
That number is pegged to the Consumer Price Index.
Cyril, you can't put a price on good pussy.
Roger that, Zebra 2. Hey, the helos got them. They're safe. Hooray!
Because I am officially out of gin.
Oh, come on, Archer, not now. I'm serious.
And forget the eye bandage, but the hair, the strong jawline. Who do I remind you of?
Nobody.
Say it.
Burt Reynolds in Deliverance.
No! Not Deliverance. In Gator. Right?
I have never seen Gator or Deliverance, and I don't know how many Burt Reynolds movies I've seen, but I do know he's a masculine figure that people like my brother, who are older than me, love.
Right.
Have you?
I feel like I might have seen Deliverance somewhere along the way, but
Okay.
I definitely don't remember it enough to comment on it.
Okay. What do you think of the episode, guys?
It was more like it wasn't as comedic as
Yeah,
usual episodes.
No, it wasn't as comedic, but I think I just really enjoyed the show. I'm legitimately just always excited just to hear them talk and hear the dialogue and everything like that. I thought it was interesting because, I can't say his name, but a good friend of ours, he got hired by a computer company to try to hack into their database, and they pay him for discovering security flaws.
Right.
So that's just something that people do. So I think it's interesting. I don't know how often people are paid to physically break into a place to try to steal something, but I think that's all pretty cool.
Yeah. It seems like Lana and Archer are working together on missions a lot more than they were like the first couple episodes. I don't know if it's just that I'm looking for that now because of some semi-romantic things that have happened the last like 3 episodes, but it just seems like more and more they're like doing like joint operations together.
No, I think they're the only like spies that they have there at ISIS, so it kind of slightly makes sense. But Mallory was a field agent as well, so she knows what she's doing.
Right.
Who was that guy in the last episode? Ray, the blonde gay guy. He's funny. He wasn't in this episode though. He was a guy trying to help them disarm the bomb.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he was funny. Okay, so what kind of little diamond did Cyril buy? Because it was brown, and I do know diamonds are graded on clarity and color and all this other stuff. So it's just supposed to be some cheap ass diamond?
Well, it must be the way that he talked, because they talk about how low his salary is, and he had to save up 2 months to afford it, and it was like tiny.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I do know that the one I bought your mother, her and I actually, we went in together and we bought it together, and then I gave it to her randomly.
Yeah.
And we just, because we knew, I mean, she knew that she wanted one that she was going to wear for the rest of her life. I also knew, like, well, I want her to want the one that I give her, right? I wanted to be one that I choose. So we kind of, like, she genuinely actually liked the one that I chose. And I gave it to her a few months later. But we went and bought it together. We paid it off together. So, which is a little unconventional, but we were young. So, what do you guys think about unions? People unionize, like labor unions.
Well, I mean, when I was in law enforcement, I was part of a union.
Yeah, you were.
But those are kind of different. I mean, that's a little different than, I would say, a union.
Like a labor union?
Yeah, like if you worked at like a factory or something like that.
Yeah, definitely. So, like, they were created initially because of communist Russia. Like, they would just absolutely... I mean, and of course they weren't the first ones to do this. I mean, I don't think I'm wrong in my history here, but I don't know if they were created, but they were popularized because they would just, have their workers working for 50 cents for a day, or like 10 cents for a day.
Right.
And it was just, people were dying. It was like highway robbery. So these unions were put into place to protect them. But over here, it's not quite the same thing.
Well, like our union, like obviously there was the monetary aspect, right? Like if the contract was for like every 3 years, you would renegotiate your contract. It would be for raises, of course. It would be for cost of living increases, but there were also little things in there like how you get to bid for what shift you work.
Yeah.
Or, how things go based off of seniority.
Yeah.
For, how you pick shifts. And then for each shift, we would have a roll call and it would go by seniority for what neighborhood you would work in uniform.
So sometimes there are weird rules. Like I do, like when I worked for the city, I wasn't part of the union, but there's guys who like one guy he wasn't able to be there that day. I took his shovel and I was doing his job, or say you can't do that because the labor union, like someone else in the union has to do that.
Right.
I'm like, I can't do it. I'm not gonna tell anyone. Like, no, I know they're really strict. And I'm thinking that's just so weird.
Yeah, that's how it is a lot in the like carpenter unions, stuff like that, because they have a spot specifically reserved for one of the union members. And like the funny thing is, like I know there's a lot of really, really good construction unions out there, but there's some that are just really just not well put together, and they have like really crazy stuff. Like you could be in the middle of a job and it doesn't matter. Like you could be 10 minutes away from completely finishing the job.
Yeah.
And if it's 7 minutes and then they take a break, their break time, their union break, they will literally just stop like 3 minutes short of completely finishing the job and take their union break. Or if there's, I remember being on a job site and seeing this big coil of electrical wire.
Yeah.
And saying to one of the union electricians, like, hey, are you guys able to move this for us? Because it was in the way for like the drywall people or something.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, I have to have another electrician come. I mean, it probably literally weighed like 10 pounds, the coil. And we're like, what are you talking about? He's like, union rules. I got to have 2 people lift anything over like 4 pounds or something. It was something crazy. And it took like 45 minutes for another electrician to come.
Why don't you just move it?
We weren't allowed.
What would they do?
Because it was electrical.
Yeah, but you weren't in their union, so what if you just moved it?
But we hired them. So you have to sign that you agree to their terms for the job.
Okay.
So we literally had to wait like 45 minutes for another electrician.
Yeah, that's the shit that I think is weird. Like, okay, for instance, there's a writer's strike right now, which all these guys, most of them probably live in LA and are making like 4 times. Well, I'm not making anything, but they're making 4 times probably what most people make here, right?
Right.
They want more money, and obviously there are other circumstances, like they have people come in to help create in these writer rooms. They come with these crazy ideas. They work for one day and then they give it to the senior guys after that to develop the idea. I understand why that's not normally a good thing. But they're making Deadpool 3 and Ryan Reynolds likes to improvise a lot. Well, because they're on a union strike, he's not allowed to improvise because it would be changing the script. And the script, because these writers have a union, you can't change the script without their permission. I mean, and it's just a weird line because he's making a movie, he's producing a movie, he's starring in a movie. In the previous 2 movies, he would just improvise. But during the strike, he can't do that. So it's just like, well, that's just so weird. Like, it should be like, well, you already paid for the script.
Right, you're already getting paid, so what do you care?
Yeah, so that's just so weird to me. Like, so when I worked for the city, I really wanted to be in that union. But I remember there's a guy I worked with, and he was under fire for something. And they're like, fucking talk to my team leader. And he was just like not doing what his senior wanted him to do. The guys who run the city, they don't work in the union. All the laborers, they're actually part of the laborers union, and so there was always disagreements. And
right.
And I'm thinking, man, I'd just be happy to have this job. You know what I mean? So, and I know that they say that's where people get abused. There's people who so desperately want a job they'll let themselves be abused.
Right.
Yeah, I'm ready to suck a dick to start making some money, Tom. That's how I feel. Yeah, just kidding. But it's just one of those things where, yeah, I wish I could be making that much money. Yeah. Anyways, guys, cool episode. Was my favorite. A few laughs. But if you guys want to support us, you know what to do. We're out of here.